Welcome to Labii ELN and LIMS. Today I'm going to show you how to do dose response curve data analysis directly inside Labii ELN and LIMS. To do that, the first step we're going to create an experiment. Just choosing Add, select the experiment, choosing one project, and then under the title I would say Demo dose response curve. Date start icon choosing today. Then click Submit. Once you click Submit, a new experiment will be created. And then let's create a new section with the widget of the dose response curve. Once just type in dose, the widget will be showing up. If you did not find this widget or this widget is disabled, simply click the widget store to install this widget. But pay attention that only the administrators can do that. Click Submit. And then this section is being added into your experiment details directly. And to do the dose response curve, it needs to be separated into 3 different steps. Step 1, prepare the layout. Step 2, prepare the ELISA data. Last step is the analysis. So let's coming back to the first step. To prepare a layout, it can be as simple as just jog the files that you already prepared inside. I will choosing this one. So the content from inside the file will be read and then put into this 96-well layout. Just pay attention that the first cell as the concentration unit, you can use CONC to mark a series of standard concentration as the first column or first row. Over here I put on the first row. And then using the blank to mark anything that is a blank, using the positive to mark the positive control. And then the rest of them just, you can use the duplicate, just simply put the same name to mark as a duplicate. And then just mark, if nothing is being put, it's being considered no data inside this layout. Then moving down is prepare the ELISA data. The process is exactly the same to the layout. I will choosing the data. All the data will be imported and saved at the same time. Then moving on to the final step is just as simple as click the analysis button. So I will press here. You will notice the analysis will be finished in 1 to 2 seconds, and then it will be saved. Let me explain it a little bit more. So the first step, we will generate all the average value for the blanks. Then we will generate the average value of the positive controls, because this will be used if we want to use the positive values. The next step is we will kind of transform the data. We will subtract the background, and then this value will be generated over here. You can always download the value to be used with other statistic analysis software. Then we will fit the standard curve with 4 parameters method. You will see that over here the final plot will be plotted out. Then the last step will calculate the EC50 or IC50, Hill slope, the minimum value, max values over here. And back to this plot, we'll notice this plot does not look quite good. This is because something wrong with our data or fitting method. You can change this information by going back, and then click this edit icon over here. First, we need to transform the data. This form needs to be transformed into the percentage, and then the x-axis need to be logged into the log time. And then with that, and then of course you also have an option to change some other parameters. For example, for the first one, for the first sample, you can change the whole number of times you want to fit the curve. What's the initial Hill slope? What's the initial minimum, maximal, or EC50 or IC50? You can continually adding more fitting method. But over here, I'm going to use the default. Click Submit. Once all the parameters being saved, to update the final result, I need to click the analysis again. So I will click that. It will finish in 1 or 2 seconds. So let's coming back. You will notice under the date transformation, the formula is being changed, and then also the final value is also being changed. you're going to re-download this one to perform data analysis. And then we also notice the curve is much more beautiful now. It's more like a S shape. And then at the same time, it will give you the standard arrow. Everything is being showing up over here. Now when we're looking at the EC50 and the hue slope list values matches to the results that come out from all other softwares. So that's all for how to do the dose response curve analysis inside the Labii directly. And then please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.